Hi Redditors. I have to tell you what is happening to me at the moment, and this since October 20th. I hope I'm not in the wrong sub, because the story isn't over. I live in a small condominium in a very quiet area, in one of the biggest cities in France. My apartment is on the ground floor, at the very end of the building. In short, no one has to pass in front of my place because to access the upper floors, it is done at the other end, through the parking lot. However, at the very back of the residence there is a common garden through which it is possible to access the floors. It's stupid, the path is longer and muddy, but it's possible. Many newcomers use this path. I get along very well with 4 of my neighbors, we talk every day for several hours, to say the least. I have to take my dog out several times a day, they keep me company, and now protect me. On October 18th, my neighbor confides to me to have seen someone passing in front of her window, as she is the apartment before mine. The man would thus have passed at my place to reach the floors, so he passed on my ground. I don't want people I don't know to cross my property, it's my yard and it excites my dog, otherwise she barks and disturbs the neighborhood. On October 20th, the man passed by my house while I was taking the dog out in the common garden with my neighbors. I kindly asked this man not to pass on his land and I reminded him the real way to reach the floors, after he asked me if my dog was dangerous, so he wanted to reach the floors by the common garden. He started screaming, arms in the air, looked like an angry bear. Horrific. He seemed crazy, he yelled at me that he would send my dog to the shelter, that he could do whatever he wanted to, that he knew the common rules. After yelling 1 or 2 minutes, he left mumbling. We were upset, but we never thought he would get his revenge. Here is the list, with the days, of all the surprises that he reserved me, even though at the time, we had no proof that the actions were his. 23/10, theft of 2 pairs of shoes that I leave outside, dirty, it is to take the dog out in the mud. 25/10, my car scratched and a tire deflated intentionally. 28/10, theft of my 4 garden chairs, my last pair of outdoor shoes and my doormat. 29/10, 2 intentionally deflated tires. 30/10, destruction of my mailbox lock, destruction of the padlock of my parking gate and attempt to destroy the lock of my door. From that point on, I'm just terrified. Do I have to go back to my parents? I am afraid for my dog, she is everything to me, she saved my life so many times. I filed a complaint with the police and I don't want to play his game. On 30/10, we installed a small camera hidden in a plastic flower pot and dead leaves on my land, between some bushes. We waited for only one thing, that he comes back. To have a proof for the police and to identify clearly the man, he has a very particular style. Maybe I could get my stuff back. If he didn't do anything with it. And, damn, the pose of EV, little name for our camera in public, I love you Wally, was effective. It took several days before Eve was filming more than just stray cats. Meanwhile, I was terrified at home, wondering if he was going to smash my car or try to poison my dog. I started to almost have panic attacks at work. Since I was late couple mornings when my tires were deflated, I had to endure stupid remarks from my bosses. A lot of anxiety. On April 11th, Eve filmed the guy stealing 2 pairs of shoes that I had left behind to lure him, and at night, at 1 o'clock in the morning, he knocks over my ashtray in front of my door. I've got him. I've got him. Fuck yeah. I was ecstatic. I can prove that this is the same man who verbally abused me and is messing with my stuff. I immediately notify my neighbors, and in the morning, as she left for work, my neighbor saw him chatting in the parking lot and she took a picture of him. I can even compare it to the videos, I can prove 100% that it is him. I wouldn't let him hurt me or my baby. I went to the police this morning to show them the videos and make a joint complaint. Yesterday, Eve filmed him trying to get into my house. I'm afraid to be home. I don't sleep at night anymore. I am afraid to leave my dog alone at home. I think I'm going to move, even though I was perfectly fine in this apartment. My mom wants to get a lawyer, and I'm so afraid of her retaliation. Sir, please understand that I just want to live my life without any more problems than I already have. Please stop, and don't let us ever meet again.